Hello, my name is Marcus Adams and I'm the inventor of MediaPluck. And in this video I'm going to show you how to configure Google Chrome to work with MediaPluck. So let's get started. On the left here you can see I have Google Chrome running, and on the right I have MediaPluck. And it's important to understand that MediaPluck is a web proxy, so we simply need to configure Google Chrome to use MediaPluck as a web proxy. So let's take a look at the Servers tab here at MediaPluck to see what our settings are. See, by default it should already be started, and by default it listens on IP address 127.0.0.1 port 8080. Now that 127 address is the local IP address, which means that only applications on the same machine can connect to MediaPluck. And that's good for security, so we're going to keep it like that. And in this case I do have Google Chrome running on the same machine as MediaPluck. I'm going to go ahead and leave the Servers tab open on MediaPluck, so I'm going to use those settings here to help me configure Google Chrome. So let's go over to Google Chrome and get that set up. We're going to click the little wrench icon here to bring up the menu. Go into Options. We go down to the section called Under the Hood. And under Network, we click the button that says Change Proxy Settings. And it brings up our Internet Properties dialog. We just go down here to where it says LAN Settings, click that button. Then we come down where it says Proxy Server. We click that checkbox to enable it. This is where we type in the IP address that MediaPluck is listening on. So as we can see, it's that 127 address, and we'll type that in, 127.0.0.1. And the port, MediaPluck, is 8080, so we'll type in 8080 and click OK. So we're basically done. We've configured Google Chrome to use MediaPluck now. But there really is one more step that we should do. As we all know, web browsers like Google Chrome have what we call a temporary internet cache. And what that is whenever you visit a website, it downloads the files off the internet and stores them on the hard drive. And what that does is it saves us time. If we visit the same website again and those files haven't changed, instead of having to download them off the internet again, it just loads them from the hard drive. Normally that's a good thing, but if we're loading the files off the hard drive, MediaPluck isn't going to see them. So when we're using MediaPluck for the first time, we just have to clear that temporary internet cache. So to clear the temporary internet cache in Google Chrome, again in the Under the Hood section of the options, just click the Clear Browsing Data button. I would uncheck everything except empty the cache, because that's going to delete those files that we're actually after. Now there's a date range here about how far back to go to delete those files, and we do need to go all the way back. So change it to the beginning of time, and then I click the Clear Browsing Data button. That's going to delete our temporary internet cache. So we're basically completely set up now. So let's go to the Thumbs tab in MediaPluck so we can see it in action and go to our first website. So immediately we can see as the website shows up here in Google Chrome that MediaPluck is showing us the thumbnails for all the supported media files. So you can see the icon here is from up here. My little banner here is from here. So if we want to take a closer look at that file, we just right click and pick Save and Open. It opens up the image in our default picture viewer. So it's important to understand that because we've configured Google Chrome now to use a web proxy, that we need to leave the MediaPluck running. And there's an option in MediaPluck to help you with that. If you go in the Options tab and check the option Auto Run on Windows Login, then MediaPluck will automatically run as soon as you log into Windows. And then you can just minimize it and not worry about it until you need to actually use MediaPluck to pluck those files. If you don't want to keep MediaPluck running, that's fine. Let's go ahead and shut it down. So here's what happens if we leave Google Chrome configured to use MediaPluck and we try to go to a website. So Google Chrome tells you it can't connect to the website because it can't connect to the proxy server. And that makes sense because our web proxy, MediaPluck, we shut it down. So if you get this error message in Chrome, you can start up MediaPluck again, or you can simply configure Google Chrome and not use a web proxy anymore. So I'm going to show you how to do that, how to disable your web proxy setting in Google Chrome. So you just click the little wrench here to bring up the menu. Click Options, Under the Hood, Networks section, Change Proxy Settings. We're going to be on our Connections tab here, LAN Settings. This is where we've told it to use MediaPluck as our web proxy. So we're just going to uncheck that, click OK, OK. And we should be able to go to our website now. So there you have it. That's how easy it is to set up Google Chrome to work with MediaPluck. Now go get plucking.